Mimi.
I can't get down. It's like a small space.
Yes, you can get down.
No, I cannot.
What's up, y'all? I got something to say. I just want to talk to y'all for a minute. I was doing I bet y'all like, what she going live for again? I was doing I don't know how to say that word. Hey, best friend. I was doing a mukbang for my channel, my YouTube channel. Evan, come help your sister down. I was doing a mukbang for my channel, and I was talking about some real stuff on there. So I just start talking. I just start, hey Maya. I just start, I was like, well, let me not share this with my fellow peers. But I was talking about some real life stuff. Like, it was deep. Like, I was thinking about it and stuff. But I was talking about our generation. Like, okay, I just be thinking. Like, when I have spare time, like, when I'm doing nothing like I'm doing, which I really need to be doing something. But when I'm, like, doing anything, I just be sitting here, I just be thinking, like, I was thinking about real stuff. And I was thinking about our generation and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy, like, how our generation dying off, and don't nobody seem to care. Like, we not gonna have no generation. Like, it's not gonna be in us, cause either it's like either the way our generation is dying is either due to suicide or homicide. That's how the kids in this 20th century is dying. It's either because we're killing ourselves, because it's, and I don't know how to speak on anybody's situation or anything, but we're killing ourselves due to pain that we're not able to share with people, or we feel like I think the thing that hurts us the most is judgment. People are so judgmental, and so you feel like you can't tell anyone anything without them judging you. Like, granted, you may could tell somebody, tell them something, and instead of them, saying, giving you back some encouraging words, it's judgment. And you just be like, well, I came to you because I feel like as if I could talk to you and tell you how I feel, and instead you're sitting here and you're judging me off a decision that I made when I'm coming to you because I want you to help me. And so, and maybe it's some at-home problems that kids go through that made them, that may lead them to suicide, or either we're just killing each other over dumb stuff. Like, I never really looked at death as a serious thing. I never really understood it till I lost somebody that was dear to my heart. When I lost my dad 3 years ago, and ever since he died, every time I hear that somebody dies, it breaks my heart, because I don't think people look at death as something that is serious or something, after you're dead, like, real deal, like, that's it. There's no coming back. You cannot come back to life. You're not promised. You live one life, and I guess people just honestly take that for granted. Like, once you're dead, like, my thing is, once you're dead, that's it. And we kill each other over crazy stuff. Like, sometimes it be over materialistic stuff, and like, it'd be crazy to me, because when you die, are you gonna feel them J's? Are you gonna feel them $100 million? Are you gonna feel them trues? Are you gonna feel that 22-inch weave? No, because you're dead. And it's crazy that you would even put yourself in a situation to risk your life over something that's momentary. It's only for the moment. So I just feel like, why would you put yourself in that situation over something that's not gonna last forever? You can always go get jazz. You can always go get weed. You can always do this, but is it worth your life? Like, I think that's what people have to think about. Like, is this worth your life? Are those J's worth your life? Are those shoes worth your life? And it's crazy, because another reason people kill themselves is due to bullying. And like, I mean, it's the difference between cracking jokes and making a person feel so low about themselves to that they want to go slice their arms up. Or they feel so bad to where, you talk about them so bad that they finally, they go home, they try to change themselves, they come to school the next day, and they feel like, I did this. Maybe people should look at me differently. Maybe people should, feel like I'm one of them. And then you dog them out even more. And it's like, I talk about people. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I don't. I talk about people, but not to the extent to where I feel like, I'm just going to make somebody feel low about themselves. Like, I'm not going to sit here. If I see, because honestly, you never know anyone's situation. Like, some people just have to get it how they live. Everybody's not able, or everybody's parent isn't financially stable to where they can buy them Jordans and buy them shoes and buy them Tommy Hilfiger. Some people don't have it like that. So the simple fact that their parents can't provide for them is enough. And I feel like you shouldn't pick on somebody because they don't wear shoes. Like, just because your folks got it like that don't mean they folks got it like that. Like, I think what people fail to realize is that we're all human. We're all human beings with a heart and feelings. We all feel. And I just feel like if you can talk about a person so much to the fact that you get them low enough to where they want to take their life away, then you don't get cool points. Like, you don't get cool points for that. Like, you feel like you that mad because you made your friends laugh, but little do you know that you just made this child take their life because you feel like you have the right to talk about somebody. Like, honestly, to me, half of these kids, like, okay, so say for instance, some of y'all do get Tommy Hilfiger, some of y'all do wear shoes, stuff like that. Okay, that's cool, but you never think what your mama had to lose for you to get them shoes, or what your mama had to give up to make sure that you got them shoes. Like, people they just think that if you not fly, then you lame. And then some people go broke trying to fit in. Like, if you know that you don't have the money to do this, or you know that your mom can't afford it, don't stress her. Don't make her feel, because everybody I know, because my mom tells us all the time, she said it hurts her when she can't get us what we want. And she said when you can't get your child what they want, then it makes you feel low about yourself. It makes you feel like less of a parent. And I feel like don't stress your mama out because she can't get you them shoes or she can't get you them J's. Like, Michael Jordan ain't finna stop making shoes no time soon. And if he die, they ain't gonna stop making Jordans. So you got a chance. You got all the rest of your life to do it. But don't stress her out and make her feel like she have to get it for you, because that's what's gonna happen. And then another thing I was saying is like how our generation is dying is we killing each other. We're killing each other over stupid stuff. Like, we killing each other over, let's say, because somebody was talking to somebody's girlfriend, and old dude feel like, you ain't finna talk to my female, so you finna go kill the dude because he talking to your girlfriend. So you gonna go take somebody's life because your girlfriend she ain't doing her part. You gonna go take somebody's life because you feel like ain't nobody gonna try mine. It's a difference between protecting yourself and actually have, like, okay, I feel like nobody deserves to die. Even the evilest people in the world, you may feel like people that do stuff like rapists and stuff, people that's just so evil. I'm not gonna say someone deserves to die, because these people have families. Even the people that do these awful things, they still have families that love them. And I don't think people think about that when they kill people. Like, you don't think about, this is somebody's son, this is somebody's brother, this is somebody's father, this is somebody's mother. This is someone's family, and you're putting a burden on them by taking their family life away over something as stupid as a post. Like, me personally, you can ask anybody that know me. I'm not in drama at all. You won't ever hear Ameerah say her name in no drama. I'm really cool. I stay to myself. I'm never in no drama. If I hear it, I'm gonna be out of it. If you trying to come and tell me something, I don't want to hear it because I don't want my name to pop up in it. I don't get into fights, and I think that's probably why because a lot of people tell me that they think I'm scared because I don't get into fights, but I just mind my own, and I just be kicking it by myself because I feel like, what's the purpose? My mom always told me never to fight nobody unless they put their hands on you. And she always told us people gonna talk about you all your life. And as you get older, it's gonna get worse. So what's the purpose of you fighting because somebody said you dusty? You really gonna fight because somebody said you dusty? Like, are you dusty? Do you think that you dusty? Like, it's like, I think it's like a whole mind thing. Like, peer pressure plays a large part in what goes on in this generation. People get under pressure and they just crack. And, you know, and when they crack under peer pressure, it make them do stuff that they didn't even really want to do. Like, did you really want to, be with this set of friends? And it's also, I really think it comes from, like, the people that you hang around. The type of energy that you keep. The people that you have around really determines on your character. Like, if you hanging around folks that you know that don't want to do nothing with their life, they just feel like the hood is just where they want to be forever. They don't have nothing going for themselves. People that's always in stuff. If that's what you have around you, then that's what you're going to feel like is acceptable. You're going to feel like that is, okay, this is what my niggas doing. I'm going to do this too. No, me on the other hand, I don't care what nobody got to say. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. If my friends was to go jump off a bridge, they'll be jumping off by themselves because I'm not jumping off with them. I'm not a follower. My dad always told us never to be followers, be leaders. So, that's what I do. I've always been a person to stand out. I've never been the type of person to follow behind somebody. I've never been the type of person to try to fit in. I'm my own person. I feel like a mirror is a mirror, and I'm always going to be a mirror. And anybody that knows me, they'll tell you, I keep it real. I'm going to tell you straight up what I think and how I feel. And if you feel as if I'm in the wrong, then okay, you tell me and you correct me. But if you know I'm right, then, just let me be right. Because it's like, it's so crazy. Like I really just, like, be sitting back thinking about this stuff. Because I don't think nobody understands. I don't think people get the memo. Like, what's it? Yeah, if I can find it. And I don't think people understand, like, my whole thing really for this was to try to get people to understand that death is something serious. And I don't think people take death serious until they lose somebody that means something so dear to them. Like, once you gone, you gone. And I never really noticed that until I lost my dad 3 years ago. And losing him, it really opened up my eyes a lot. It really made me look at stuff different, look at the world differently. Like, I know, like, sometimes my folks think I just be so wrapped up in my phone. But I really type stuff out. I be thinking, like, I just be up thinking. And I just be, like, wondering, like, what could the world be if everybody came on one accord and tried to make stuff better? Like, how can it be a generation if we dying off? And it's not even just like kids my age, because I'm 15. So it's not even just teenagers. It's like, it's babies, man. It's babies dying. Like, parents killing their kids. Like, parents are killing their children. Like, I don't know if y'all pay attention to go to church or pay attention to Sunday school, but when stuff like this start happening, then we're living in our last days. And I don't think nobody noticed that. Because when have you ever heard of a parent killing a child? And why is it that children our age are, like, dying like this? Like, every time you look up somebody in the age range of, let's say, 3 to 18 is dying. It's not even the older people that are dying anymore. It's the young people. And how can it be in us when it's not even enough for us to be us? Like, how can there be a generation when the generation is dying? Like, it's not going to, everybody say, oh, this group is the next generation. It's not going to be a next generation. Because everybody, we killing each other. Or people killing themselves. Like, I just be wondering, like, how could you change this? And I know people be trying to start movements and start protesting stuff and, you know, try to make a difference. But you can't tell these kids nothing. The kids in our generation, we're so heartless. That's the thing. We're heartless. If it's not nothing concerning us and our folks, you don't care. If it ain't got nothing to do with you and your folks, and it don't matter. Like, this generation has no sympathy. We're like, this generation hearts are wax cold. Like, they ice. Like, this generation hearts are ice. Like, they heartless. This generation doesn't care. So it's like, even when certain things happen, it doesn't affect us enough to make us want to make a change. Like, everybody was upset about, I want to say his name, I think it's X, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but X died. When X died, people, you know, like, people was dogging this man out. And what you have to understand is, he's still a human being. And this man actually helped people. Like, it's certain people, and I know a friend who listened to him, a friend who had suicidal thoughts, and she, like, they told me, you know, he helps me not to make that move. He's the reason why I'm still here. And, like, so many people said that they wanted to die when he died. And people was, like, you know, talking about, like, bashing, like, you really gonna die because this nigga did? Like, music determines, makes, you know, it sets a stone. Like, the music you listen to, it changes you. Like, I'm gonna say, for instance, people that X was, I'm not gonna say he was always in his feelings, but his songs were, like, they were very depressing. They was, like, almost, you know, suicide. They were suicidal songs. Like, they, not saying that his intentions was to make people kill themselves, but listening to that, it'll make you just be like, I could just end it all here. And, like, me, for instance, I like listening to Young Boy. That boy be snapping. But he, for the kid, like, okay, music, like, if you live this life, then that music fits you perfectly. Like, I know some boys out here that live the life like Young Boy lived. And so his music, to them, that's what keep them sane. His music. They listen to his music, and his music is what keeps them going. If he say he finna go shoot something up, they down with it. But it's what they use. It's what they have. And some people also use music as a coping skill. Some people use music to help heal their pain. Some people use it, you know, it's different use. Some people have different ways that they cope with their pain. Like, I know I listen to music when I get upset, and I just go ahead and cry, and I just let it go. But everybody is different. Everybody's feelings are different. Everybody functions differently. So you really can't tell a person, you know, I really can't say, oh, don't listen to this music because it's going to do this and it's going to do this, that, and the fourth. I can't tell you that because I don't know your situation. I don't know how music makes you feel. I don't know, you know, I don't know that. So I can't tell you what exactly to do. I can't tell you what music to listen to. You know, it's a whole, it's just a thing with people. Hey, Danae, it's just it's just a thing with people that sells it. Like I said, I don't think the kids in our generation, to me, I just don't think they take death seriously. Like, it's real. And like I said, when you're gone, you're gone. And that's it. Like, after you die, what else, you know? That's it. I mean, of course, you know, people say you have your afterlife, but you have to think and decide, like, is this really worth me dying? And I don't think people think like that. Like, I know a lot of people like, I don't care if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But you don't know that. You don't have to say so. You don't determine when it's your due date. You don't. And so I feel like people should really take death more seriously. Like, especially the way that we die. You would think people would just, you know, get it together and be like, dang, we really dying. Like, these kids really dying. And you don't know when you could be next.